All right, tonight's lesson is called Writing Two-Step Equations. So what we're going to do is translate this sentence, 6 more than twice a number is negative 20, into numbers and an equal sign. So let's get started. We're going to start with where it says twice a number. Let's change that color. So where it says twice a number, well, that's going to be 2x. Then it says is negative 20. Is your key to writing an equal sign, negative 20. And now we have 6 more than. Well, that tells us that we need to add 6. So now we've translated 6 more than twice a number is negative 20, and we translated that into 6 plus 2x equals negative 20. And that's how we do it. Let's try another one. Okay, let's try another one. 18 is 6 less than 4 times a number. All right, let's start with this. 18 is, so that's the number 18, equals. Now we have 4 times a number, so that's 4x. And 6 less than 4x is going to be minus 6. So as we read it, it says 18 is 4x minus 6. 18 is equal to 4 times the number minus 6. Or this is 6 less than 4 times the number. I think you're going to find that the subtraction ones are definitely the most difficult, but they're definitely possible to be able to do. Okay, let's try another one. This one's going to be much more difficult. Here we have the quotient of a number and 5 increased by 8 is equal to 14. So let's break this down. A quotient means that we're going to do something with division. So we have a number and 5. Well, that number, let's call it x. Quotient says we're dividing, and then it's by 5 because it's a number and 5. Increased by 8. So add 8 is equal to 14. So let's look at that one more time. What we did, we said the quotient, so that's why we have the division sign here, we made it into a fraction, of a number and 5, so x divided by 5, increased by 8 plus 8 is equal to 14. So x over 5 plus 8 equals 14 would be our equation. All right, let's just take this one step further. Here, our directions tell us to translate and solve. So we're going to take this sentence, turn it into an equation, and then solve for the variable. So let's start by doing that. Here we have 7 more than 3 times a number is 31. So we have 3 times a number, 3x, is 31, so that took care of that back part. Now 7 more than 3 times a number, well, we need to add 7. So our equation is 7 plus 3x equals 31. Now, let's solve for it. We're going to start by subtracting 7, and here we get 3x is equal to 24. And we can mentally divide both sides by 3 so that x is 8. So 7 more than 3 times a number is 31. Well, our number is 8. And that's how you solve these. Here's our final problem. We're going to take all of these words, put it into an equation, and then solve. So here our problem says, in the 2000 Summer Olympics, the U.S. won 9 more medals than Russia. Together, they won 185 medals. How many medals did the U.S. win? First, we need to establish what x is going to be. X is going to be the number of medals that Russia won. Okay? So if x is Russia, then that would make x plus 9, because U.S. won 9 more, would be the U.S. And then we have together they won 185. Well, that tells us that we are going to do x plus x plus 9, because that's together, they want 185. Okay, so here we have the equation that we just created. X plus 9 is equal to 85. Now let's go on to a new and rewrite this. We have x plus 9 is equal to 185. Now we're going to start solving this. Well, we're going to combine like terms and make this 2x plus 9 is equal to 185. Then we need to subtract 9, and that gives us that 2x is equal to 176. Does that seem right? 5, yep, 176. So let's go again. 2x is equal to 176, and we're going to divide both sides by 2. And that gives us that x is equal to 88. Now let's go back. That original question, we said x was what Russia got. And if you go back to the original question, it said x plus 9 was what the U.S. got. So we need to actually add 9 to figure out what the U.S. got. And that tells us that we have 97 medals. And that answered the question.